Hey guys, this is a ride we did a couple of weeks ago, Rich and I. It was an early start. Imagine that. Dark as night because it was night. It was another chilly morning and I was feeling sorry for myself until I saw this guy. What a maniac. He was like 32. There was fog, plague, frogs falling from the sky. But as soon as I crossed into New Hampshire, it was a beautiful fall day with wonderful colors. Spare a thought too for the truck I'm driving. It died not long after this video, killed by a pine tree. When we arrived, surprise, surprise, there was no one else there.
Hey, you want to go do Sugar Hill over?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, something different.
Sugar Hill is another one of the loops here at Clough State Park, and usually we go left there, and I almost high side, but this time we go right, and I don't high side. This was a pretty cool little trail. I hadn't been down it in several years, and I did panic because I haven't seen a puddle in like 4 months. I wasn't exactly sure what to do. Can you ride into the water? Do you get hurt? Should I wheelie over it? Do I know how to wheelie over it? A lot of questions. So I guess there are some whoops on this loop, and some rocks. Oh, and a stream. I remember this. That was really fun. God, I haven't actually seen water in nature since like March. I think it was claimed by the COVID.
It's fucking gold. A little bit technical. I thought it seems more technical than it did last time. I came in there and I was like, all right, I'm not like too fast, but I'm not too slow. And it was just wham. I can feel it in my wrist. Whatever.
When's daylight savings? That's not for a while, right? Oh, so I have to get up at 3 in the morning now?
I'll shoot you a text. I'm up.
3:30? Right, that's good.
Yeah. And we gotta look for the truck in the woods.
Oh yeah, where is that?
It's after the field with the whoops, which is kind of in the beginning. There's a left-hand kind of sandy uphill. That's all I can explain. It's between the beginning and the end.
We're about to start our quest for the truck. Check out Rich, just right after we started, loses the back end, puts a foot down. It looks like nothing, but let me tell you, it's terrifying.
Did you see me almost go down right when we stopped? I was like, oh, I'm gonna land on these roots, so it's gonna be like bruise, 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 like, you know, like a zebra.
So Rich didn't dump it, which was excellent. We head over to the river loop, tried and true, and right at the beginning here, Rich had taken a line up on the right, which I thought was the Greg line, right here. You see him going up on the right? Thought it must be some kind of secret. I get up there and it's just a giant freaking wet root and a bunch of other roots. And when you get down off the hill, you're pointed right at this tree. It's a crap line. Rich did confirm later that's not the Greg line, it's just a line he made up, and he agreed it's terrible. What's not terrible? These beautiful leaves, the fall colors are outstanding. Unfortunately, they carpet the trail, so you can't see any of the rocks or the roots. And this little stone wall, I don't know why, I always get hung up there. I think I just have to go faster. Rich takes, once again, he goes up all the way in, which we know is the wrong way. I take the other wrong way. I didn't want him to feel bad being the only guy to take the wrong way. I This is basically like the prom night junior year. I mean, just not getting anywhere. No idea what we're doing. We eventually make it, but man, not pretty. I don't know why it always kind of starts out rough. That section is difficult, but you know, just getting into the rhythm of the day, I guess. Out into the field and the clearing here. This is one of the few sort of wide open areas on the loop, and as soon as I get out here, the only thing I'm thinking about is the whoops at the end, where I usually get pointed left or right and almost crash. But let's see what happens this time. Renthal, R-E-N-T-A-L. Yeah, when the word Renthal is like really big right in front of your nose, you're not doing it right. But I survive, and coming up through here, I mean, I felt pretty good today. I was more comfortable. Had a little adjustment on the front brake, which helped my confidence a good amount. And I was pushing. I felt smooth and fairly fast. Of course, well, actually you can kind of still see Rich a little bit, so I guess I'm doing pretty well. I would say this is, like, I'm happy with this pace. I think, especially given all the leaves down here, it was a little wet, and you know, I felt like I was pushing. I was confident, and keeping an eye on Rich, which that's always a signal, right? That he's like the rabbit. If I can keep him in sight, I'm doing something right. I didn't know it at the time, but that was an early signal. It's fine if that happens once, twice, but, well, you'll see. Coming up here, just cruising along, and there's something I don't see, almost puts me into a tree. It happens quickly, just slow-mo. Got the bars turned to the right, and I hit something, and it really tweaks him hard, and I'm going right toward that rock and that big tree. Just a quick correction, and I'm back on my way. That little rock there was a good example of things that were going right today. Just getting over stuff like this right here. Boom, boop. That sometimes causes me trouble. Today, nice and smooth. Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot slower than we normally are.
Yeah. No wonder I thought I was doing well. We're going slowly. Ugh.
Surprised no one's out here.
I don't know, it's too early, I guess.
Yeah.
So I thought I was riding well, but I guess we were going slowly, and I thought I was riding well, and I kept making these little mistakes, and in retrospect, it was all building toward a giant meltdown. Did I really do that? I think the meltdown was big in part because I was doing well in some difficult stuff. You know, up through here, this is pretty rocky. It's not easy. I cleaned it and even came through with some decent momentum. So why wouldn't I be optimistic? Yeah, so the double mistake, that one really weighs heavily on your mind. It's just not good. Quite well. Double mistake. It's ugly, but I got through, right? It didn't tip over, it didn't stop, just keep it moving. I will say that at the end of the river loop, which is this section here, it gets it's really technical. And it takes, for me, a lot of concentration and energy. The leaves were not helping. Let me think if I had some other excuse. That's all I can think of right now. For some reason, maybe because I'm a competitive person, maybe because I thought I was raising my own standards, this was driving me nuts. Ugh. Like, this part, it's not easy, and I was tired, I get it. Usually I'm able to keep a lid on it. I wouldn't say I'm a patient person, but I can usually process my emotions fairly well, and I don't lose my marbles. But the recipe today, for some reason, was just right. Totally cracked me. I made it. Pissed me off.
I thought you were all done when you started sliding down backwards.
Ooh, even just watching that back, I start to get a little queasy. Oh, I was out of my mind. I have never done that. It was brutal. And I hope to never do that again. That's like something out of Romaniacs or something. That's a once in a lifetime event. Let's hope. That last section really got to me. I fogged up my glasses and I hit stuff that I couldn't see.
I understand. Didn't know if you wanted to regroup or you want to go do BT or...
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
And we call this part the back door or the side door or the other way to get into BT. It starts with this really tough climb. I'm just hoping I can keep it together because I don't think my bike or I can take another episode. Looks good so far. Alright, so my bike still runs and apparently I can still do a hill climb. That's a great relief. What I didn't mention is right after that hard climb there's another like intermediate climb. Let's see if I can go 2 for 2. I'm not liking my odds, to be honest. So somewhat surprisingly, it turns out it's Rich that takes a header, and by header he does pile drive right into that tree with his head. It was ugly.
That hurt the neck.
I'm not totally surprised at this point. I guess I thought I had gotten it out of my system, but it's a relentless day. I'm now totally exhausted. I just kind of give up there. I think I did. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, though. If you don't have a good place to fall, just hurt yourself trying to save the bike. And watching this back, I mean, it does kind of jump out at me that I never once checked to see if my bike's okay. Bulletproof. Here's this like 2-inch tree that cleans me out. Oh my god. It's like just staring into the woods. I can't take it anymore. Okay.
All right.
I managed to string together a few minutes of like accident-free riding. I think Rich is about to break out the training wheels for me. This section's kind of boring, so I cut it short, but I did want to show you the next meds check. Gotta check out the expression on Rich's face.
Okay.
Rich, I'm totally fine. I don't know why you keep looking at me like that. I'm totally fine. Nothing is wrong. Everything is fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I'm okay. It's fine. I'll be fine. Actually, somewhat entertainingly watching Rich here. I mean, he's taking it easy so I can get close. And then he does a little leg kick right there, and I think that's pretty funny until I almost tagged the same tree that he just went around.
Feel better?
Yeah, that's the thing, is I felt good all day.
That's usually the one I rest on the fucking clutch. It's right in the knuckle. Alright, whatever. Be fine. You're such a fucking pussy. Then do 2 tours in Vietnam to raise a goddamn fucking girl, you pussy. Now get up and go.
Little insight into Rich's upbringing there. Fascinating. He takes a little digger off to the right here. I squeak by and I'm just like, please, please allow me to redeem myself. Let me ride smooth and fast for like 4 minutes at least. Please. And I did. I apparently am able to achieve that. Well guys, I'm happy we could end on a positive note, a few minutes of redemption. Thanks to Rich for bearing with me and telling me he understood my serious problems. Next ride out, Rich couldn't be there. I went back to New Hampshire. There is redemption. Stay tuned for that. Stay safe guys. See you soon.